Hello everyone, welcome back to an episode of the Super Buff Tower series. This time we're continuing on with a little bit more heroes. This time we're choosing Quincy. Now believe it or not, I've actually already done Quincy on this exact map, Winter Park. Like a really long time ago. If I had to guess, it was probably like maybe over a year or two ago that I actually kind of did Super Buff Quincy. And if you go back to that original video, basically the problem with doing Super Buff heroes is that, well, you can't really do it for like tier 1 and 2. The only hero that can is Adora due to her sacrifice ability, but the other heroes can't. Now, the reason why this is because heroes don't really become strong enough to be able to beat bosses on their own until they get to like level 15 or so. And of course, you know, it's very difficult to get like a level 15 hero before round 40. So the way I combated that with Super Buff Churchill, which is the first Super Buff Tower video that I did, is simple. Gas drops. Without him, you know, this challenge wouldn't really be possible kind of at all. Now let me drop Quincy down round 1 just because I can. Now I do kind of wonder if even using a gas drop would help out here, because I do think that Churchill in lower levels is probably a little bit stronger than Quincy is at lower levels. We'll kind of see if it's possible or not. If not, I'll probably have to use mods to enable getting Benjamin down round 1, but even getting Benjamin down round 1, I'm not sure if that's going to be too useful, just due to the hero kind of XP, leveling XP being split between the two heroes, so I don't be getting like half the XP I normally would on Quincy. But I should be able to kind of a little bit better as I've kind of learned better farming methods than what we had like, you know, 2 years ago. Even like, you know, with Monkeyopolis farming, I do believe that I'm able to, with new knowledge that I have, be able to farm a little bit harder than I was able to kind of for the first tiers. Now I'm thinking maybe Quincy level 10 might be a little bit high enough level in order to kind of beat the tier Bloonarius. I do believe we do need level 10 Quincy in order to even like beat the ceramic cluster that Bloonarius is going to spawn. Something level 10, it would be, you know, quite a nice target to kind of aim for. Anything higher than that, you know, I will kind of take. And so I think just kind of rushing level 20 Quincy as soon as I can before actually like trying to go for like buffs would probably be like the best thing to do here. It actually seems that Quincy level's pretty fast on even like a beginner map. He's already level 7 before round 40, which is kind of perfect actually. Means we're going to be able to get some pretty high kind of Quincy levels coming into Bloonarius, which should be perfect. I could maybe honestly shoot for level 15 depending on what level Quincy actually even is before Bloonarius even gets here. Because we only got 2 rounds left, so I'll kind of hold on to the money, see how much we just kind of have, see what level Quincy is. So it'll probably be like maybe mid-level 8, close to level 9. And so I can maybe go up to level 13, or like which level does it where he gets like kind of triple damage to Moab class balloons? Oh, it's actually level 8. So it gets quite nice. Actually, I think we kind of want to go to level 14. They always do quad damage to Moab class balloons. Level 15 I think would be perfect. Rapid shot becomes 4 times speed. So I think it definitely is something I'm actually going to go for. Now that I kind of think about this, Quincy spot's not really the best now that I kind of think about it. But hopefully that doesn't end up being a problem. Yeah, $47,000. I feel like that's kind of standard farming. I don't feel like adding a cash drop really did a whole lot. But let's just see. It's like even like, you know, buying 2 levels, we're already down to like 31k. As you can see here, like, you know, buying level 11 will only give me cost $14,000. So it might honestly kind of be a little bit better. I could sell this. I guess maybe sell this for an extra 7,000. But even then, it's not really kind of looking too ideal. So let me just get jungle drums on this. It seems like we're gonna have to go for buffs here. And then it's kind of, you know, Quincy does level up a decent amount. I think we'll kind of have to go for a Chinook here. Just because you don't really kind of have a lot of, because we are gonna have to move Quincy around quite a bit. So let me just get level 11. And let's just kind of play and see how it is. As you can see, your damage is not really kind of a whole lot here, but I mean, it's serviceable, I guess. So let me go for spike balls in the back so that we're not leaking the random green balloons. And thankfully, Opolis is going to be generating money, you know, in the middle of these rounds. So we will kind of have some more money to kind of invest into Quincy, which would be perfect. Yeah, I think this actually is a little bit better than Churchill here, which is nice. And so I think, yeah, using Rapid Shot gets us there pretty quickly, but it doesn't really last too long, which is the unfortunate part. So I think here I'm just going to invest all the money I have into getting Quincy levels up. Level 14 Quincy would be nice, getting that extra damage on low class balloons. Let me move Quincy I guess I won't move him yet. Oh yeah, I forgot. That targets the first balloons, not the kind of huge storm cluster that's coming in. So I guess I'll have to kind of downdraft micro this, so that way Spalls doesn't get overrun. But yeah, it seems like we're not doing too bad, although Spike Balls is getting kind of overrun here, even with downdraft on the field. But it seems like we just might barely be able to manage it. So let me use Rapid Shot again. Alright, I think we're done here, so let me do that. That's level 13. Nice, nice. And so the only problem with this is that we are going to be kind of screwed over for like the next few tiers. Tier 2, we're going to have to, don't know what we're going to do for that one. Because it's going to take a while to kind of pop Bloonarius. Let me go for, I'll go for maybe like Alchemist when I can. Let me move Quincy now. I'll move him like here-ish. Alright. And then I want to move Alchemist as soon as I can. But I definitely don't want to kind of mess up the arrow timing on this next ceramic cluster that's about to come in. Let me use this, and then let me wait until we pop all the green balloons so that way we can actually. And then now, perfect, good timing. Level 14, nice. Now we get more damage to kind of mob class balloons. And here I kind of have to focus on farming, so I'm actually going to go for Marketplace. I think this defense is just fine. Also, I should have been using Chinook ability to generate even more money, but it should be fine. Get this here. And I need to kind of hope that level 10 Quincy kind of comes back up for the next ceramic wave. And I also need to get Alchemist, my Alchemist kind of in range here. It's around 49, which, you know, 49 does give a lot of money, but even still, even with, you know, kind of the extra cash per pop, I still think farming is going to be very difficult to kind of do here. Okay, so level 10 kind of came back up, so I guess I will just use Quincy's arrows to hopefully get down to the last ceramic wave. There it is. I'll use it there. Perfect, good timing. Let's start just still spamming marketplaces, because I do need the sell back. I would like to go for BRFs, but I don't think it's worth it at this point. Banana Central is what I would like to kind of go for ideally, but I just can't. Quincy is still 14. I would like if he was just a little bit higher. Level 15 I think would make a hopefully a huge difference here. Alright, I think I'll kind of stop spamming marketplaces and maybe just kind of go for Central Market at this point. And then it's the last 700 HP, so yeah, Quincy is able to kind of be tier 1. I'm kind of curious to see if he can even do the kind of subsequent tiers, as we kind of neutered our farming quite a bit here. Only saving grace is that this is kind of normal, so hopefully it's not too bad. Anyways, let me actually kind of move Quincy up ahead a bit, because I do need that extra cash for pop. Sell this, sell that. And then we can't afford that just yet. I would like to sell Chinook, but I'm going to keep it around for cash generation, as well as I kind of do need to move stuff around here. I'm going to sell this Alchemist because I think level 14 Quincy can handle these rounds. And it wasn't in range of the Opolis. I mean, since Bloonarius is like 2 rounds from spawning in, I'll kind of just kind of invest money into Quincy at this point. Energizer would be kind of worth going for reduced cooldowns. Or I could maybe say screw investing into Quincy and just get something that'll buff more towers than that. The only issue with the Energizer is that Quincy has to be in range of Energizer in order to actually take advantage of the other kind of reduced cooldowns. As I believe here, it's only like heroes in range that are actually that gets the extra XP. But anyways, around 60 is basically here. We have 131k. Energizer first things foremost. I would like to Chinook Quincy kind of back here. And then here, I'm actually, before I go for defense, let me just get a BRF down on the field, as well as kind of an overclock. So that way, hopefully we don't actually end up dying to tier 3. And so with 60k, the only thing I could really get that would like make a big difference would be like Homeland. So I guess maybe we'll get that. Can't even afford Homeland, that's how broke we are. I'll only move Quincy like here-ish, yeah, here's fine. Let's use that ability. And I'm not actually even gonna overclock the Quincy. I'm actually gonna overclock the farm. Because tier 3 is gonna be pretty difficult. Tier 3 is like 350k, I believe. And like, you know, 75k here is a sketch, I will say. There we got Homeland up. Let's get that. Even with Homeland, damage is still pretty garbage. Alright, let's just, I guess we'll just have to rush level 20 here. Let's just keep up overclocking the kind of farm. Hopefully I'm able to kind of sell into being essential by the time this tier is done. Another thing I'd like to get is Ultra Boost, but Ultra Boost is just a little bit too expensive. And 63 is coming in, but hopefully Quincy's able to take care of it easily. Actually, we have Energizer on the field, so it's fine. Alright, level 18. I need to move Quincy back a little bit, so let me move him like here-ish. There we go. Use Homeland yet again. Even with Homeland active, still not looking too great. We got level 19, which shoots 3 arrows at a time, but even with 3 arrows at a time, I'm not really sure if that's going to make a huge damage difference here. I mean, it might, I don't know. It seems like Quincy's basically able to solo Ceramic Wave, which is Ceramic Cluster, which is nice. I kind of even wonder if level 20 would even do anything, just because I'd only bust level 10, I believe. Let me just overclock Quincy and Will Homeland. Yeah, it's looking so much faster, okay. Also, I haven't used Rapid Shot this entire time, which would help. Oh yeah, with Rapid Shot, with everything active, that's actually really good damage. That is like leagues better than what Churchill was able to do. So let's do that again. Let's do this. And I think we have a shot at tier 3. I was thinking that we might have to kind of do a little bit of a cheeky restart, but I think we should honestly be fine. The only issue is we can't immediately invest into... Actually, we can. We're so close. I think I might sell Chinook here and then just go for Banana Central. So this is huge. This is huge. Since we aren't kind of nuked for farming, we do actually have a chance for kind of tier 3 here. Quincy does respond really well to buffs due to his kind of low base damage and mini projectiles, so it is. So I mean, it's not really too surprising that he does a little bit better than Churchill does, even at like lower levels. Alright, so 3 rounds left. I was starting to Ultra Boost the Banana Central, but I might have to pivot into Ultra Boosting Quincy. I think hopefully Ultra Boost Quincy, Homeland, and Permabrew is going to be enough, as well as kind of Energizer down the field. It is going to be quite expensive to be able to kind of get everything up, but you know, with Banana Central and a couple of BRFs down the field, we should honestly be fine. I feel like for normal Bloonarius farming, I feel like this amount of farms would probably be good enough, I guess. Since it's only like 2 million HP at tier 5, and it's not like really anything difficult to kind of combat. So let me kind of unleak the Ultra Boost and start working on kind of Quincy here. I think 6 stacks is honestly fine. And I think I will get another overclock just for the Banana Central, as I still do need money, as True Sun God does cost quite a lot. But now that I think about it, I think like the only thing left I have for kind of Quincy in terms of like just aura buffs is True Sun God, which is good. And so with that, it's not really looking too good damage, but we haven't actually gotten our damage adders yet. So let me just kind of get Cripple Moab. I guess I'll get it in a place where it won't like affect farms. And line of sight isn't an issue on this map, so we're fine to put it there. Cripple Moab and Super Brittle would do pretty well. So let me see. Is Homeland yes, it's active. If I use everything here, that's surprisingly good DPS, although I guess Quincy isn't really kind of fully focusing on Bloonarius here, since he is kind of sniping around to get the pinklins that are spawning in. So let me just kind of get Cripple as well as Glue Storm. I think this will be a pretty big damage increase. Now that Ultra Boost is active, let's use Homeland to overclock. And with their damage adders down, yeah, that's looking pretty good. Quincy does respond very strongly to damage increases, so this isn't as bad as what Churchill. Churchill was kind of a pain to kind of go through, just because Churchill really doesn't respond that strongly to buffs, unlike someone like Quincy does. But regardless, I still like Churchill. Definitely still my favorite hero out of all of them. Yeah, like when we use all of our abilities like time, we just start melting through that HP. And so I think we should honestly be fine for the next tier. This only took like 3 rounds, like 3 or 4 rounds to do, which is impressive. You get to use Homeland again, you get to use Rapid Shot. And the cooldown for Rapid Shot's like just so fast with like all the buffs and whatnot, so it's nice. Now, something I kind of realized is, putting True Sun God on this map might be a bit difficult. You might suggest, oh, why don't you put it on water? The only problem with putting it on water is I would have to use Absolute Zero, and I would have to sacrifice the Absolute Zero to the True Sun God, which would give primary sacrifices. And primary sacrifices is not something I want to give to kind of the temple, as that would make it do too much damage here. And so I would kind of like put it like in a scuff spot, maybe like here-ish, and then just kind of to give buffs to it. So let me just sell Energizer. I think here is fine, although Permbrew is kind of blocking here. I don't think Permbrew throws its stuff if you in between rounds, so it should be fine. Anyways, I sold the Permbrew just to make sure that it wasn't actually sacrificed to the temple. But I think this is pretty good range for, I think, everything we kind of need here. We shouldn't have to like kind of move Quincy kind of a whole lot, so this should honestly be fine. Let's see, 75,000 HP. I think I'll get maybe like a Spike Factory in the back just in case, I don't know, something leaks. But I mean, if something leaks at this point, it's probably like an entire bat or something, but I think we should honestly be fine. And so with Homeland about to come off cooldown, let's see our DPS. That's looking pretty good. We do have Seer Brittle on the field, but I didn't get Cripple Mob back because it was stalling rounds too long. So hopefully with Cripple Mob, we still do pretty decent damage, which I think we should. We have all 10 stacks now at this point. And so as soon as Homeland comes back, I'll kind of use Rapid Shot and just kind of unload into Bloonarius. Alright, Homeland's active. Let's use Rapid Shot. And then our DPS, yeah, it's quite a lot. It would honestly be faster if Quincy was focusing down just kind of Bloonarius himself instead of like, you know, kind of the Zebras, which I will set him on strong so that way he's doing that. Also, I just realized I didn't get Energizer back, so let me do that to get reduced cooldowns. Get reduced cooldowns on the Homeland. Homeland's active yet again. Let's use that. And then with Quincy solely focusing on Bloonarius, we just kind of melt that. Like, I think we started at the last skull and then just speed ran itself down to 0. Fun fact, I guess, I don't know, I guess we're doing kind of a fun facts of Personate 7 type thing. Did you know that there is another support tower within NinjaQ's code called the Monkey Academy that was found kind of a long time ago? There's actually even like a little bit of a concept art if you kind of look on the kind of the Bloons wiki. The description for upgrades is that there's going to be one path that kind of buffs heroes. And so that would be kind of nice to have for kind of like seer buffs, I guess, challenges. Having a kind of tower that buffs specifically like, you know, heroes. But yeah, if you're curious, I'll kind of link that to the wiki down like in the pinned comment or description if you kind of want to look there. But I do kind of encourage you to kind of read it. It is pretty kind of a fun read, and it is a bit unfortunate that Monkey Academy did not see the light of day. Instead, we got a Beast Handler. But I am hoping that, you know, if NinjaQ decides to add another tower, it is Monkey Academy. Fingers crossed. Now, I got Chinook just in case I need to kind of move Quincy around. I guess I'll move him here. This is probably a little bit better spot to put him. But I guess it'll probably be useful in moving around the kind of brittle. And so DPS looking, I guess, okay. Although we haven't actually used the ability yet. So if we use Rapid Shot, it still is pretty fast. Although, again, not as fast as, I guess, last year. But that should make sense. I wonder if level 10 does anything. I kind of doubt it. But let me just see. Nah, not really. Level 10 is not really too useful at this point. Yeah, kind of looking through, nothing else I could really add to make this faster. So this is our max DPS that we're going to be able to achieve here. Also, let me put Quincy on first because we're going to leak that bad if we don't. I feel like the bads might be a little bit of a problem as, I don't know, I think just bads in general might be difficult. If I tech by Quincy, does that use his ability automatically? I mean, yeah, it uses level 10 and level 3, which I guess is fine. But hopefully the kind of cooldowns for Rapid Shot and Homeland are synced. I think Ultra Boost should be fine. I think Ultra Boost cooldown with Energizer is quite speedy. Yeah, Quincy does surprisingly well, but this shouldn't really be surprised considering that, you know, nothing gets past his bow, like he said. Sometimes he just needs a little bit of help getting to that point. So let me move Brittle over here. Can't leave out that +4. Which probably does make a big difference if I had to guess. Alright, here's last skull, last Badum coming in. Hopefully Quincy can solve this just fine. I may have to move Quincy? Question mark? No, we're fine. But I think we shouldn't have to move him anymore as we should be able to burst this down a little bit quickly. True Sun God only dealing 3 million damage. Surprisingly did quite a bit seeing it's only like support sacrifices, but oh well. Quincy still did most of the DPS by like quite a lot. 10 million versus 3. Let's look at Temple. Yep, 3.4 million, 10 million. Not even close. I guess the millions would also include like, you know, the AI balloons are spawning in. Not kind of Bloonarius itself, which is where I guess the most of the damage came from. But yeah, that was kind of super buff Quincy, you know. If you enjoyed, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and join Discord. Link is down below in the description. Have a nice day.